Hi everyone, my name is Kelly and I am the program coordinator for Study Abroad program. Thank you all for joining the Gilman Scholarship info session. And joining us today, we have Philip. He is a two-time Gilman Scholarship winner. He went to study abroad first time in Japan, virtual internship in Japan. Second time, and he went in person in Barcelona. And we also have our student ambassador, Kylie, joining us today. She went to study abroad in Florence. She has a technical issue, cannot show her camera right now. She went to study in Florence in spring 2024. And I will share my screen today, right now. Philip later will share with you about his study abroad um, trip experience. So today we'll talk about Gilman Scholarship Program Overview Eligibility Application Process. We already asked you all to input where you are coming from today. Looks like CSM win the race. Most CSM students, welcome all. So, well, here are the important things to know about this session. We will talk about, I already told you this session will be recorded and you can ask question in the chat. Philip and Kylie will answer your questions in the chat. You will have chance to do the Q&A session after the presentation. Once we finish the presentation, and it's second part of the presentation is the essay workshop. It will have Mr. Zhang Chu from Skyline Learning Common to talk about how do you write compelling essays for the scholarship. So this is agenda for today. Dean Gorey will be joining us momentarily, talk about his experience. He has been assisting with study abroad program for many years. He has a lot of experience assisting students with Gilman Scholarship and the study abroad program. And study abroad. Why study abroad? Study abroad is empowerment. It's you can see on this slide right here. A study abroad is education and it moves people out with enthusiasm and the respect, motivation, encouragement, networking, transformation. When you study abroad, you go out, you meet a lot of different people in different countries, and then it creates a different network for your future career and a study, and it will transform your future. Your I have the students who went to study abroad in London. She actually changed her major while she was studying in London because certain experiences she had in London. She met different people. It inspired her with different outlook in career. So what are the benefits of studying abroad? Study abroad enable our students to gain proficiency in diverse languages and cultures, skills that are critically important to their academic and career development. So which is true. This picture is Megan. She won study abroad scholarship and she studied abroad in Barcelona in summer 2024. She studied the art with a CSM professor there for a month. She really enjoyed the time there. And Gilman programs impact as college, San Mateo County Community College. So at our institution, we have a lot of students are need financial support. Um, over 50% of our students who have applied for Gilman Scholarship have been awarded with a scholarship, which is very high a percentage. So I encourage you all to apply. Skyline College was a top producer for 2 years institution in the whole country in the U.S. in 2021 to 2022. So these are the program who you can apply, if you were awarded with Gilman Scholarship. You can use it for 2025 Florence program. That's a semester program, and then a short-term program in 2025, and then internship in 2025. We can look more in the next slide. So Florence program in 2025, it runs from February to May 2025. The application is now open. Kylie, feel free to post a program link of Florence program in the chat so people can go to the program to take a look what's the program about. So the program is application is open. If you have questions regarding this program, feel free to type the questions in the chat or contact me after the presentation. Kylie can speak to you about the Florence program. And the summer program, it has Rome, it's a film class, and then environmental science in Peru. Both program are wonderful programs, and Kylie will post the link in the chat for those both programs. So internship, this is very exciting program. In summer 2024, we sent students in Berlin, we sent the students in local as well. They did internship. Philip actually interned in Japan. He did a virtual internship because that was during pandemic. In upcoming summer 2025, we will have internship in Paris, Barcelona, Florence, Costa Rica, Guatemala, and Ghana. About Ghana, we actually sent 22 students to Ghana 2024 summer, which is this past summer, study abroad in Ghana. They all had a wonderful time. I learned a lot in Ghana. Feel free to ask questions about Ghana if you have questions. We had two students applied for Ghana's trip. Actually, was awarded with Gilman Scholarship. So scholarship, Gilman Scholarship awards up to $5,000. For this round of Gilman, you can apply for spring 2025 or summer 2025. Those programs we just talked about. And yes, this picture is summer 2024 Barcelona program. These are the students went with Professor Aina to study art. This is Professor Aina. These are all the students. You can see it's very diverse group. This is this is a picture of Ghana program I just talked about in summer 2024. There's a picture in Ghana. We had 22 students and 8 community member with a group. What are the Gilman alumni benefit? Is you can have Gilman Scholar Network, an ambassador program, seminar and career workshop, network opportunities, skill development. Philip actually, he works in our office now as student ambassador. So you apply for Gilman, you awarded with Gilman, it opens a door for you for your future career development. So eligibility. You must be a U.S. Citizen to apply. You are currently an undergraduate student, and you're eligible for Pilgrim. For Pilgrim, you must fill out your FAFSA application for 2024-2025 session. And it's a credit-bearing program. All those program you're applying, and it has college credit. So you're traveling to a country that travel advisory level 1 and level 2, which is a safe country to travel to. No minimum length requirement. Most our programs are range from 2 weeks to 3 months. This is a picture of Philip. He studied while he was studying abroad in Barcelona. He was with other students. Gilman McKean Scholarship. This is for the dependents of active duty service members. If you know someone who qualify for this, let them know and that they can apply for Gilman McKean Scholarship on top of Gilman Scholarship. So diverse background. So, who are the people who apply for Gilman Scholarship? Many of them are first generation students, minority students, community college students, which you all are here, community college students, immigrants, and LGBTQ communities, Hispanic serving institutions. All this we talked about. Many of our community college students are qualified to apply for Gilman Scholarship, and they are at advantage um, for winning this scholarship because of our diverse background, of our financial needs, because many of us are first generation students and are immigrants. And these are actually serving as advantage when you apply for Gilman Scholarship. These are the panelists scholarship readers are looking for. Applications. So students' applications, there you there's two stages. A student submit application, you write your essay, you submit your unofficial transcript. Advisors, each college have their own advisors. So for CSM College San Mateo and Kenyatta College and Skyline College, if you are from each different college, make sure you select the college as your college advisor. So we will have a study abroad advisor to review your application, and then financial aid advisor from each college to review your application as well. So there are 3 essays to write for your Gilman Scholarship. And the first one is called Statement of Purpose. Is review your personal goals, why you want to apply for want to study abroad, and how are you going to meet the challenges? We can talk about the details during the essay workshop with Mr. Chu here. Here are 5 questions you can ask yourself when you write the statement of purpose. Do you make connection between your programs and goals? Like, for example, you want to study abroad in Florence. Why? What are your goals? So make a connection between Florence and your goals and your country and goals as well. Why do you want to go to Florence? For example, one of our student ambassadors, she studied abroad in Florence. Her name is Vanessa. Her she wants to go to Florence because her dad runs a Italian restaurant for 20 years. They've been serving Italian food in the Bay Area, but none of them ever went to Italy. So it was her goal to go to Italy to take a look. What does Italy look like? What is the difference between Italian food in Italy and the food her dad serves in Italian restaurant here in Pacifica? So it was a great, it's great, like you can make a connection. Um, so how will you be academic successful on your program? Are you independent? Are you in academic study? Because you will be in another country, living on your own. Of course, you have student dorms, but how will you be successful? What are your plans? Give the example of your experience, skills, knowledge that you will use to meet the program challenge. So, how will your experience impact your future? So, all these questions to ponder when you read this essay. The second essay is community impact, building mutual understanding essay. You will be talking about you're a U.S. citizen, what it means to be a U.S. citizen while abroad. You will be representing U.S. while you study. For example, you study in Ghana. How will you represent U.S. while you're in Ghana? How will you seek opportunity to be culturally engaged? I'll give you one example. Our students, while they're in Ghana, they they went to orphanage, they went to schools to meet with children. They brought them gifts um, to tell stories. That's one way to impact the culturally to be culturally engaged. How you were going to seek opportunity to have meaningful interactions. Yeah, um, another example, if you are in another country, in Ghana, for example, I just gave you the visiting to local schools, the little children, you bring them a book, bring them a gift, they will be making positive impact in their life. Perhaps you talk to them, tell them how the life in the US, what are the tell them some stories about you. So they can see life is real in another country. Maybe encourage them to study abroad when they grow up. They can study abroad here in the US. And three questions you can ask. Do you articulate how will you represent in the US while you abroad? Of course, write those in your essays. How will you contribute? And how were you culturally engaged? Make sure to write all of this. Answer all three questions in your essays. Essay number three is community impact. How will you impact the community you are currently living in when after you come back from study abroad? Being So how will you be an effective citizen diplomat while abroad? Um, how will you inspire other students in on your campus and in your community? So these are the questions you can ask for yourself. Um, so does your plan increase awareness of Gilman Scholarship study abroad? And is your project feasible? Do you give a detailed plan for your project? Do you incorporate your study abroad experience into your project? So some of the students, they come back, they would make presentation, then for example, in their siblings' high school, because that's for plant a seed for their future study abroad and tell them about the Gilman Scholarship, tell them about the community college have study abroad programs, or you can give a talk at your community college, CSM, Skyline, Canada, um, and those meetings, students association meetings, tell them about study abroad experience. Um, these are the examples of follow-on service project, K through 12, academic department outreach, campus office outreach, study abroad outreach, be an ambassador, learning community. We have so many student organizations. Talk to them about the study abroad and talk to them about scholarship opportunities. Here, when the Gilman Scholarship um, selection committee meet, what do they look? What do they look for in your essays? They look for the impact of the program, and the destination, and the career trajectory, community impact abroad, and upon your return home, how you gonna impact your community. So how are you ready academically? That's they will be looking at your unofficial transcript that you will be submitting. Your background, do you come from diverse background? Do you have serving that diverse community experience? Do you volunteer? Do you do all those things? Your commitment your commitment to the critical need language, that those are the program if you're going to the country that has critical need language requirement. And then the last one is a STEM field. It's a different requirement. Mostly they look like a first four we're talking about. This lovely picture is our students. They study abroad in Costa Rica in summer 2022. So these are the panelists of Gilman Scholarship look for: diversity, empowerment and leadership, passion and impact, academic and career goals, why and how you select this program, and community engagement. How will you engage with the community you're living in? And how will you face the challenges? Do you have a plan to face challenges while you're abroad? How will you make difference um, once you study abroad? Will you plan to be volunteer and to join any internship after? So tips for writing competitive essay. Have your essay proofread. Work with your advisor, work with your writing center and on campus. Be creative. Always check your spelling, punctuation, and grammar. You can, once you start writing your essay, feel free to contact me or Philip or Learning Center. We can help with your essay, brainstorm ideas, proofread your essays. The Learning Center is an excellent place to seek help. There are tutors. They're good with writing, and you can ask them for help, which we have a person to help you. This is Alan. This picture is Alan. Alan did a 2 months internship in Berlin in summer 2024. He received a Gilman Scholarship. He came to our last Gilman Scholarship info session in person, did a student panel, shared his experience in Berlin. I can connect you with him if you have questions. So here are our Gilman Scholarship workshop. We had one on October 29, which is past today. We have one more on September 18. If you have friends or wants to join, ask them join us for next session. I'll send out the information after. So deadlines. The deadlines it's open. The application is open. The deadline to apply is October 10th. I always encourage students to apply early as possible. Don't wait till last minutes. So application tips. Create a compelling story that ties your past, present, and future to highlight the impact of the scholarship on you. And start the application early. Yes, always start it early. And for your follow-on service project, think about your community and local schools, and think about how you heard about Gilman, how you could tell others about it. And if you don't apply, you will never get it. So apply. Take advantage of available resources, apply for financial aid, apply for scholarship, and save up money for your study abroad trips. Always ask for help. Other study abroad scholarship. We have AIFS Ambassador Scholarship if you're study abroad in Florence 2025 and the Fund for Education Abroad. You can apply. That deadline is coming up September 18, 2024. We can apply, paste the link to the chat later. And these are the financial aid office. Go seek financial aid office support if you're planning to study abroad. So these are our wonderful study abroad ambassadors. They will be supporting you as well. Zoe, Philip, Kylie, Vanessa, and me as well. I'll be here to support you. If you have any question, feel free to email me or call me and to ask questions. I'll always be here to support. And follow our social media, Facebook, Instagram account. And now we're opening up for questions. After the question, Mr. Zhang Chu will host the essay workshop. And I will stop sharing. Do you have any questions? Feel free to unmute yourself.
Hi, I have some questions.
Sure.
So my first question is, how long are the summer internships?
Summer internship ranges from 4 weeks to 8 weeks, depend on where you're going.
Okay. And then is it the scholarship? Is it like in increments up to $5,000? Is the whole scholarship $5,000?
It's one scholarship. It awards up to $5,000.
So like someone could get awarded $2,000.
That's correct. You could, yes.
Okay, got it.
Thank you.
And then if I think of any more questions,
Yeah, feel free to ask questions.
Hi, I have a question. Adding on to the
Sure.
scholarship. Does the scholarship doesn't cover the full time you're there, right? It just covers like partial, like
That's
half of it?
correct.
Okay. Okay, thank you.
Yeah, that's why you can talk to financial aid office, talk about financial aid support, and see how much financial aid can cover for your study abroad program. Actually, I will stop the recording right now since we're asking questions. And yes.